Here's the drone. It looks like this, and it's from DJI, and it's the Mini 2. The box looks like that. It's white all over, so let's open it. And you have to open it from here. So it's from DJI and it's the Mini 2. The drone itself looks like this. It is ultra light, 249 grams only. Only a DJI logo here. It works with iMovie and Final Cut Pro X. That's for the Mac. It's not for kids, 16 years plus. So it's ultra light and it's foldable. You can fold the arms. 31 minutes is the maximum flight time. That's in perfect conditions. So in more real conditions you get, let's say, 20-25 minutes. 10 kilometers of high definition video transmission, OcuSync 2. Around 9 meters per second wind resistance. It has a 3-axis gimbal and a 4K camera, and it can shoot panoramic still images also. Inside the box you will find these objects. The drone itself, you will get a screwdriver, the remote control, 2 spare sticks for the remote control. You get the battery itself, just 1 battery. To get in total 3 batteries you need to buy the Fly More combo version. You get spare propellers, 2 pieces, 1 pair. You get 3 cables and a USB Type-C cable, and you get the manual. You also need a smartphone, either an iPhone or an Android, and you need to download the DJI Fly app from those stores. It's made for iPhone. So it has a 7.7 volt battery, 2250 milliamp hours. So the drone itself is smaller than my hand. Nothing more inside. We have a quick start guide. USB to USB Type-C cable. USB Type-C to micro USB cable. USB Type-C to USB Type-C. You get a screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, star. You get 2 sticks for the remote control, a pair of propellers, that's for one motor, that's for another motor. Each motor has 2 blades, it says A and B, those 2 and those 2. The 2 opposing ones must spin in the same direction. So for example, these 2 will spin, let's say, to the left, both of them, and those 2 will spin, let's say, to the right. Here's the remote control, and that's it. The box is empty. It doesn't have a magnet, it's not closing. So you have 2 sticks there, and you have 2 more in that package. It's a rubber. This is plastic. That's rubber. This is rubber also. It's spring loaded in all directions. It's pretty silent. So only the rubber is holding it, there's no magnet. Can you put them onto the other side? Yes, you can. Also spring loaded in all directions. It sounds soft. It's solid. It's pretty heavy. The phone goes here. This is moving just a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right. It's spring loaded. This is the cable. It's inside that way. Press these two and lift it up. The antennas are inside this one. Here's the cable. The left side is just inserted there, it's empty there, but the right side has a connector. So this is USB Type-C to Lightning, which is for the iPhones. So that's the USB Type-C, and the other one is empty. That is just for storage. This is spring loaded. Let's insert the USB-C to USB-C cable. There's a ball bearing here and one there. It enters here. Looks like there's a heatsink inside. There is no magnet here, so you need to insert the small end first and then the large one. You cannot close it in the incorrect order. So the drone itself is smaller than the remote control. On the battery sticker it says charge to activate the battery before first time use. So the battery needs some kind of activation by charging. The connectors are inside there. It's a lithium polymer battery. Always open the front arms, which have these legs. They also have the text, Mini 2. The other one does not have it. So it moves up only that much, but it moves down even more than horizontal, or in this case vertical. So it's a 3-axis gimbal. It moves this way, it moves this way, and it moves that way. It's flexible, it has some rubber there. The electric connections are also visible inside. That's the start button. Of course there is no battery right now. There's the charging port, the USB Type-C. The same which enters here can enter into the remote control also. This does not have a USB Type-C anywhere, so this must be charged inside the drone. There's that small opening. Lift it up from there. It moves slightly up. It's pretty fragile. With those connectors up, insert it, and it clicks in. Move that up and push it out from there. In, out. Nothing happens. Nothing. So charge it up. The propellers are DJI K4 4726 FM. 4726 FM. K4. This says B1 4726 FM. BK. That's for the back. And the front. Front is also K4. And the other one is B1. Heatsink. By the way, it doesn't have a charger, so let's try to use a battery bank. It's an old one. Let's plug in a USB here. All four are lit, so it's fully charged. Let's plug it in here. Let's see if it can charge it. Nothing happens. And it seems it's charging it. Once again, it's unplugged. Lights stop. Plug it in. Lights are flashing. And on the front it's also flashing. It's flashing slowly. It's pulsing. So when you are charging it, the front is pulsing and the lower part is pulsing. So there is no LED flashing here at the connector. And meanwhile, let's try to charge the remote control also. Of course, you need another cable. DJI did not supply two cables. The other one is Lightning and micro USB. And surprise, this stopped charging. And this is doesn't look like it's charging. And the LED stopped here. So let's try just one. The drone is unplugged. And now it's charging, so it cannot charge two. The battery bank is a bit weaker. Let's try it once again. When I plug it in, it should stop. And now it's working. Now that's interesting. So from a battery bank I'm charging the remote control and the drone also. And it's a pretty small battery bank, it's not huge. The drone is charging on the left and the remote control is charging on the right. So this always returns to the first LED, and this is flashing only the second LED. So this goes up only till the third LED, so probably 75% is charged up. This is charged only halfway, the second LED is on. So later the battery bank went down to 2 LEDs out of 4, but nothing changed on the drone and nothing changed on the remote control. This had 3 LEDs before and 3 LEDs now also. This had 2 LEDs and only 2. So these batteries are pretty big compared to that one. You need a large battery bank to charge both of them. Now this is down to just 1 LED and it increased to the third one here. The remote control is still at the third LED. The next problem, here's an older phone. I searched for the DJI Fly app and it can't find it. That means that this older phone, LG G3, is not compatible with that application. I searched in the Google Play Store, that icon, Play Store. I searched also for DJI Fly app and it's there and it's installed. So it might not be compatible with every phone. Skip. Flight altitude and distance will be limited. Unable to activate aircraft. So take out and install the control sticks. They are there. Short press the remote controller power button and then press and hold it again until the remote controller beeps to indicate it is powered on. So short press and long press. And it's charging also. Connect the mobile device to the remote controller using the RC cable. Connect the mobile device to the remote controller using the RC cable. Yeah, I didn't disconnected it. I pressed the button, that one. It detected it. Allow the app DJI Fly to access the USB accessory used by default for this USB accessory. Okay. Open DJI Fly when the USB accessory is connected. Used by default and OK. Aircraft setup and power on. Unfold the front and rear aircraft arms. Let's unplug the battery from both of them. They're not fully charged, but let's try. Bed. First the one which has a leg and then the other one. So first the legged arm and then the other one. Remove the gimbal protector. Push it a little bit forward and then you can remove it. Slide the battery into the battery compartment. It is already inside. Short press the aircraft power button and then press and hold it again to power it on. So short press and long press. Short and long. Something happened. The gimbal is moving. We have a green LED and the image changed. Lots of text. Agree. Check network connection and try again. But this requires internet. Mobile data. Let's see without the internet. Close. It says firmware available 50 megabytes. Let's try to install it. Network connection required. Mobile data. Firmware update is downloading. It now says that it's installing it. No. There was a sound and the propeller slightly moved. We're at 58%. Once again. 65%. The LEDs are flashing. That LED turned off on the drone. Firmware installed. 3 LEDs are flashing. Vibrated. It says firmware installed. Now let's try to connect it. Let's see what will happen. DJI Mini 2. Now it gives us only 2. So this is the Mini 2. Unfold the front and rear. It is. Remove the gimbal protector. It is. Slide the battery into the compartment. It is. Unable to connect to aircraft. Oh, it powered itself off. Short and long. Now let's try it. Connect aircraft. Mini 2. Searching for aircraft. And it says go fly. Activate Mini. Agree. Phone number or email. It says confirm binding account. Activate. It's binding. Aircraft activated. Go fly. And we have image. Success. You can see me moving in front of that camera. I can move the gimbal from here. As you can see, it's moving there. And now the remote control is off. The phone is off. Wow, it heated up. It's hot on this side. Here also, here in the center. Okay, so short and long. So both of them are plugged in, the drone and the remote control. When the drone is fully charged, it shows 4 LEDs. And when the remote control is charged, it turns off the LEDs. I used my smartphone's charger to charge the drone and it's not hot at all, it's almost cold. But of course the drone required many hours, 2 or 3 hours to charge up from a halfway charged state to 100%. So although this is a so-called fast charger, it's not powerful enough. So the drone requires a pretty powerful charger. Here on the side it says 249 grams, but even with the gimbal protector plastic on it, it's 243, so it's less. 49, 43. With this plastic removed, it's 37 instead of 49.